I took a step back. I shut down. I couldn't. It was too much. Of what? Of inspirational information, of background music, of lights, camera, action, of a year of feeling that lack. Like, have we not all been feeling that lack? The need to connect to our others, to connect to ourselves, to connect to our souls. You know, what I'm talking about is like lack of feeling of connection. And since we couldn't connect the old-fashioned way, like with community, invitations, with classes, we looked for it, how? Virtually. And we found it, Baruch Hashem. Hashem opened up so many doors for us. And yet, my question is, why is there still this feeling of disconnect? It's like an extreme to one side, and then an extreme to the other side. And now it's like you can't even listen to a class unless there's this incredible visual stimulation. Unless there's like this incredible lights, actions, camera, music in the background. It's almost like you can't connect unless you have this huge amount of fanfare and flair. And you know what's really funny? Is that nobody can even make time anymore to actually go to the Zoom class. And so everybody's asking, can I have the recording? Can I have the recording? Because nobody has time anymore. So you don't even have to be there. You don't have to be anywhere. And ironically, in these past few weeks, I've noticed a sort of boomerang effect. And I've just like stopped watching. I have stopped watching. I actually found myself disconnecting. Which brings me to a very important point. B'ezrat Hashem, I hope this is clear. In this week's Parshat, we have Tisa. And Moshe Rabbeinu goes up to Har Sinai to receive the Torah. And he's gone for 40 days and 40 nights. And the Midrash comes and describes this as a Satan. He comes, which is the source of doubt and the source of disconnection, and he comes and he tells the nation, it's been 40 days already. Guess what? Moshe's not back yet. He's gone forever. Now, the Midrash says he shows this picture, Moshe's dead. Okay, the people, they miscalculated. They made a human mistake. Moshe wasn't late. But let's just say he was. Or let's just say Moshe was really gone. God forbid Moshe was dead. Now, let's just say there was no miscalculations and no mistakes. Does this mean that without a leader, without a guide, without one to connect us, that's the only way we connect to Kadosh Baruch Hu, the one above? Does this mean that only on certain conditions, in a certain place, that I can serve Hashem with my heart, with all my heart and timimut and purity? Does this mean that it's only when I'm being supervised, that when someone's watching over me, will I do the right thing? So what happened? There was panic and there was hysteria, and it wasn't from the entire nation. It was just from a very small group who said that connecting to Kadosh Baruch Hu is contingent on having a certain thing in place. It's like kind of similar to somebody saying that I can only connect to Hashem if it's contingent on my way. Like if I'm married by a certain age, or if I have a certain amount of money, or if my children follow a certain path. Like if I have a certain amount of physical comfort and certain conditions that are conducive to learning, conducive to praying, to meditating. Maybe if I go on a mountain and meditate in the forest, I can actually connect to Hashem. Then I'll be able to serve Hashem. Not in the midst of my everyday life, not in the midst of somebody calling and crying and screaming and tantruming, not in the midst of cooking. I can't connect to Hashem that way. Certain things have to fall into place. Only if there's a minyan, and only if there's a shul, and this year only if, then I'll be able to connect. There's only one way for believing. This is what they were trying to tell in Israel. And this group, they were trying to lead everybody astray. What did they do? They end up worshipping the golden calf. Chet ha'egel. Tragic. It was tragic. Moshe Rabbeinu comes down. He's carrying the two luchot. He sees what's happening, and he breaks the two luchot. It was so drastic. And I think it's almost that Moshe was saying to Am Yisrael with this drastic movement of just breaking these luchot, that no, you don't need anything to have a connection. You just need you. The connection is inside of you. So here I am telling you before Shabbos Kodesh that yes, we want to hear these beautiful words, and we want these moving stories, and here I am talking to you, and the inspiration and having a connection with a Rav, a Rebbetzin, a mentor, a teacher, community. Yes, we need these things; they're important. But we have to know what happens when you finish reading that beautiful story. What happens when you turn off the shir? What happens when you're by yourself and you've got no community right now and you've got nobody pushing you along and telling you, come on, let's do it, let's connect. What happens then? You're on your own and you have no one to inspire you. Can you still connect? Can you still serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Yes, absolutely. B'ezrat Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.